All right, I gave up on being out. I thought I could walk around and show you guys, and no, it's too hot. There's too much going on. So I'm going to do it from here and pick up where we left off. So there have been a lot of naval raids in the region. About an hour's flight from Jakarta today is a city called Surabaya, a big industrial hub of the country. And there's a bunch of naval things going on in that area as the British are working their way west, right? So, the command switches hands. I'm not going to bore you with, all the logistics of that. But ultimately, there's this fleet that leaves Madras, which is now known as Chennai, a city that the British had taken from the French during the war. Now, one of the main guys I am going to tell you about, this dude's name is Colonel, at the time he was a colonel, became a major general, but his name is Sir Hugh Robert Rollo Gillespie, okay, kind of known as Rollo Gillespie. Now, for those of you that know me, I have no love lost for the British, okay, but this guy was technically Irish, so he gets in. So he's known as the bravest man ever to wear a red coat. If you don't know anything about Rollo Gillespie, highly suggest you go look him up. Dude was an insane badass. Everything that happened to him, crazy, unbelievable dude. So he's a part of this, right? And he puts together a squadron with some other, big wigs, and they eventually leave for Java. They bring with them some Bengalese soldiers as well, which plays a part later on. They had about 12,000 men, which is no joke. That's quite the invasion force. And they had over that, but about 1,200 got sick. So they dropped them off in the Malaccas, and then they found this little river that they were able to touch down, and they waited to hear what the force was for the French and the Dutch. When they realized that they could touch down, they did, and they met absolutely no resistance at all. It took actually 6 hours for Janssens to realize that the British had made landfall and get guys there. There was a small skirmish, but by then about 8,000 British soldiers were already on the land, and the invasion began.